What's up YouTube, Zero here. Welcome to the place where gamers, witches, wizards, and superheroes unite. Today, I'm going to show you the Paolumu in Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. Now you're going to see some gameplay and I'm going to go over some background information, including the Paolumu's location, what the Paolumu favors attack-wise, and some other information pertinent to the Paolumu. As we're getting into the video, I do want to say that if you do enjoy this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button somewhere down there. For more Monster Hunter Stories 2 gameplay, I do a bunch of other video games, so check those out as well. I hope you're having a great day and thanks for stopping by. Now let's get into the Paolumu, what you have all been waiting for. Now the Paolumu, first thing to note is it does favor technical attacks when it's in your party. So when you're using the Paolumu as a monstie, you're going to want to face enemies that typically prefer speed because technical beats speed. Now when you are facing the Paolumu, as I am in this first clip, you'll notice that when the Paolumu is on the ground, the enemy will favor the technical attack. And when it actually goes into its flight mode, when its neck gets really big and it starts to fly, flap its wings, doing a dance maybe, it starts to favor speed attacks. So the Paolumu, if you are facing another Paolumu, would be better in the second half of the battle when your enemy Paolumu is favoring speed. However, I'm using my Paolumu for the whole battle so you can get some gameplay. But again, when it is in your squad, it favors technical attacks. When you're facing it, it favors technical on the ground, speed when it's in the air. Now, if you are wondering where you can get an egg, one, you do face an enemy Paolumu as part of the main storyline. It's called the Flying Furry. That's where you will be able to get your first Paolumu egg. You can get them, however, in the Monster Den, Wendwood, West Etul Forest, Mount Harzgai, and the Alcala Pit. You can make it retreat, use flash bombs to stop it gliding, and when you make it retreat, again, you're going to be able to get those eggs. It's weak to piercing in its neck pouch when it goes up flying, and in its body, it's weak to slashing. So remember to change up your weapon styles depending on what the Paolumu is doing, and also you may want to change up your monstie depending on if the Paolumu is on the ground or in the air as well. Just will make the match a little bit easier. Now let's get into some more information, and guess who's making a guest appearance? That's right, it is my Nintendo Switch making another guest appearance in one of my YouTube videos. Welcome back. Do you have anything to say? Alright, my Nintendo Switch is a little shy, so it's not speaking up, but I will speak for my Nintendo Switch. I'm going to go over some of the information inside of the game. And first, I want to talk about the kinship ability as we are utilizing it in the battle. That's right, I'm sleeping on my Paolumu while my Paolumu is sleeping. Call in Snorlax. Where is Snorlax when you need him? We could have a Pokemon Monster Hunter Stories mashup where the Paolumu and Snorlax are just napping together. While I'm on one of them, I could be on Snorlax's stomach, my Paolumu's neck guard, just chilling, sleeping the day away. But unfortunately, we are in the middle of battle and we have a bird come past us, wake us up, so we can do an attack against the enemy Paolumu. So first, let's talk about this kinship skill, Jet Balloon. Nap time up in the clouds. A downy crake passes by and gently tickles its nose. Achoo! A sneeze followed by a high velocity. Wild dive, like letting the air out of a balloon. Deals damage to all enemies. So a really cool kinship skill. Of course, you get to nap during the middle of the battle, and I don't know what's better than that. So it does have 3 confirmed genes, and I'm going to talk about those. One is the Tumbling gene, which is Air Blast. It's one of its favored moves. It also has the Killer Crush, another one of its favored moves. which is an onslaught gene, and then the last stand gene, which is vengeful attack. And through the right channeling where you can transfer genes, you can put a bunch on the Paolumu. I have a great setup, gene setup for my Paolumu. I'm going to talk about that in another video, my gene setup on my Paolumu. It is absolutely awesome. I do have these moves, and I've added a bunch of other gray genes to make my Paolumu just all tricked out. So you're going to have to be on the lookout for that if you are curious about a Paolumu gene. So, now that that's out of the way, we talked about Paolumu. I'm absolutely loving it. It is my strongest Monstie right now, just based on my gene setup and just how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes a lot of those gene slots are locked. You get unlucky. My Paolumu, most of them were unlocked, and I got a bunch of random cool traits that really work for those bingo traits to set that gene up very nicely. So again, just want to reiterate, if you are using your Paolumu, it favors those technical attacks. You can see that it's about to use Killer Crush, one of those confirmed genes that I was talking about, which is a technical attack. So you really want to face monsties or monsters that use speed, because technical is better against speed. But it is still very powerful, especially if you can get the right gene setup. Again, my gene setup is really good. I made it really balanced. So I do have some increases to attack as well as increases to HP and defense. So it's a really balanced setup. The Paolumu, its rarity is 3 stars, if that's something you're wondering, but you can easily find it. It's not as though it's insanely hard to find in this game. Early in this game, in the first, I don't know how many hours I've played, maybe 15, 20 so far, I've hatched at least 5 or 6 of them. So you can find its eggs. Not insanely easy, but there are those areas that I was talking about. You can find them, make them retreat, and get the egg. So it's not that hard if you're really grinding for it. So hopefully you get the right setup and come back, watch that video of that gene setup that I'm going to do for the Paolumu. Let's finish off this last Paolumu. He is pretty strong. He's a Paolumu. Very, very great addition to your party. One thing that I forgot to mention, its Monstie skill outside of battle is Fly. I haven't actually unlocked that yet. I looked it up online, but that's something I'm going to unlock later in the game. So if that's something you were wondering about, hey, what Monstie skill does Paolumu give? Does the Paolumu have benefits inside of my party outside of battle? Yes, it is able to fly around, so that's definitely a plus to having the Paolumu. Now, when you're facing a Paolumu, remember that power beats technical, so you're gonna want to use power when it's on the ground. You're gonna want to use the technical abilities when it's in the air. Just again, something a reminder. And dang, that bird is always waking us up. He just keeps flying by us, no regard for our nap time, making all this noise, touching our noses, waking us up. We were just chilling, trying to sleep. I was having a great dream too. Honestly, I was having a dream about some donuts. And who doesn't love a dream about donuts? It was a smorgasbord of donuts. I had a pick of all of these donuts. And something cool about flying type monsters, instead of that head-to-head clash, you actually get a flying race that you tap back and forth and race the enemy instead of doing a head-to-head clash. So that is really cool as well when it comes to those flying type monsties. Paolumu has become one of my top 3 favorite monsties so far. Again, I haven't unlocked all of them, but right now Paolumu is top 3. I'm sure in the 20 videos, every video I'm gonna say this is my favorite. I don't know. It's just every time I use a new one, it's like, oh yeah, this is my favorite. But right now, the Paolumu is top 3 favorites for sure. But when y'all come back, you're gonna make fun of me in some of my future videos. Dude, You've said like 20 of them were your top 3. Yeah, I know. All of them are my favorites. Anyway, we are coming down to the end of the video. Thank you for sticking around to the end. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the Paolumu. Is it in your top 3 like it is mine, or is it on your bench for something more favorite? Let me know what your favorite is in the comment section. Until next time, peace.